This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Police say a Grant County Sheriff's deputy shot his wife while handling a firearm Wednesday night.
Japanese exchange students from Yanazawa learned how to make coffee at Mason's in Moses Lake Thursday.
The Columbia Basin River Dogs moved on to the quarterfinals of the Babe Ruth World Series.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Moses Lake police say a Grant County Sheriff's deputy shot his wife while handling a firearm inside their home Wednesday night. Deputy Jose Rivera called 911 just before 8 p.m., reporting he had accidentally shot his wife, 25-year-old Sydney Rivera, at their residence in the 1100 block of Lakeside Drive in Moses Lake. Sydney Rivera sustained a single gunshot wound and was taken by ambulance to Samaritan Hospital. Police say she was later transferred to another hospital and is listed in stable condition. Sydney Rivera confirmed her husband's story at the hospital that the shooting was accidental. Firearms and spent shell casings were recovered inside the home. The Rivera's 4-month-old child was the only other person in the residence at the time. Williams added there is no indication drugs or alcohol were involved. Jose Rivera has worked for the sheriff's office as a patrol deputy since January of 2016. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Life can get messy sometimes. Luckily, our active spray technology knows how to handle these everyday moments. By recirculating a concentrated blend of water and detergent, clothes are sprayed evenly for thorough saturation, so there's no need to pre-treat and every load comes out clean, no matter what the day may bring. Active spray technology from Whirlpool, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Would you like it cold or hot? Cold. Cold? Okay, so we're going to do 2 iced mochas.
Japanese exchange students from Yanazawa learned how to make coffee at Mason's in Moses Lake Thursday. It was part of the city's Sister City Exchange program. Coffee shop owner Heather Mason spent the morning showing them the ropes on how to brew great coffee. Students in the exchange program are only here for a week, but they learn a lot about how things work in America. Ag World owner Brian Henninger is a supporter of the exchange program.
We've supported the Yanazawa Sister City Exchange, and we will continue to support it, and it's a good community involvement aspect for Moses Lake to have this relationship and to keep it going. I think that's important.
Akari, Minori, and Sora talked to us about their first experiences as baristas. Is it hard?
No, it's easy. 楽しかったです。
She really.
Heather, the owner of Mason's, was pleased with their performance as first-time coffee makers.
They were very impressive, actually, yes. They were understanding everything that I was saying. I think both in motions, but also there was not a language barrier today. It was wonderful.
I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News.
The Columbia Basin River Dogs are moving on to the quarterfinals of the Babe Ruth World Series after knocking off Mount Olive, New Jersey 4-3 Wednesday night. In a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 8th, the River Dogs loaded the bases on back-to-back singles and a walk. 4 straight balls to Joe Taylor walked in the winning run. The win secured the number 2 seed for the River Dogs out of the American Division. Both the Columbia Basin River Dogs and Moses Lake River Dogs play Thursday night in the quarterfinals. Mount Olive took a 1-0 lead Wednesday night in the first inning on an RBI single from JoJo McNally. A single from Dakota Finger in the 5th drove in 2 runs to give Columbia Basin a 2-1 lead. Mount Olive retook the lead in the top of the 6th, but the River Dogs were able to tie the game 3-3 on an RBI single from Zach Berryman in the bottom of the inning. River Dogs starting pitcher Duncan Favor took a no decision, throwing 6 innings, allowing 3 runs and 5 hits while striking out 5. The winners in the quarterfinal matchups Thursday night will move on to face the number 1 seeds Charleston, Missouri, or Mid-County, Texas on Friday. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 Sports.
From the iFIBER 1 Weather Center, I'm Jeff Slakey taking a look at the basin's forecast. Another warm one this week with clear skies throughout. Monday, upper 90s, should likely be at about 100 for Tuesday, 100 or above for Wednesday or Thursday. Back into the weekend, mid-90s by Sunday, perhaps the 80s into next week. For iFIBER One, I'm Jeff Slakey.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.